John speaking there says, I wish above all things that you may prosper and be in health, even as thy soul prospereth. Even as thy soul prospereth. And then in verse 3, look at verse 3. In verse 3 it says, for I rejoice greatly when the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in the truth. No greater joy than to hear that my children walk in the truth. Now hear this. Financial prosperity in the kingdom begins with the prosperity of the soul. I wish above all things, that's what I'm wishing, that ye prosper and then be in health, even as your soul prospers. You be in health as your soul prospers. So divine health is not only a product of fasting and prayer. Divine health is also a product of the prosperity of the soul. The prosperity of the soul, which you can call divine wisdom. The prosperity of the soul. It says, you'll be in health as your soul prospers, and you prosper also as your soul prospers. As your soul, even as your soul prospers. Praise the name of the Lord. That's where it begins. Our lives as believers flows from inside out, not from outside in. You can only manifest what you have on the inside. Please, religion does not profit anybody. Hear this. The only way to be free from liability is to take responsibility. If you don't take responsibility, you'll be a liability. You'll be a liability. You'll be a liability. Now hear this. True Christianity is taking responsibility in the light of scriptures for the change you desire. So when you fail to take responsibility, nothing changes. Nothing changes by your look. Nothing changes by your complaining. If you don't want to end as a liability, take responsibility. Christianity is taking responsibility in the light of scriptures for your desired outcome. Amen. For your desired outcome. So you must take the responsibility to prosper in your soul if you must prosper in your life. Until you prosper in your soul, it is impossible to prosper in your life. Matthew 12:35. A good man out of the good treasure of the heart bringeth forth good things. An evil man out of the evil treasure of the heart bringeth forth evil things. So what happens in your life is what you bring forth from the inside. What you bring forth from the inside. Because as a man thinks in his heart, so is he. Proverbs 23 verse 7. As a man thinks in his heart, so is he. In other words, if you think prosperity, you will prosper. If you think poverty, you will be poor. There is no gimmick about it. Now hear this. What you manifest is a function of what you have on the inside. Some people think that if they give them plenty of money, they will be rich. It's a lie. Many people have got plenty of money, they still ended up poor. Do you know that it is not the much money you have that make you rich? It's what you do with the one you have that makes you rich. The money you have, sometimes that you have squandered, somebody had that money and became rich with it because you know what to do with it. So the prosperity of the soul is the engine. That is the root for the prosperity in life. That is the engine. You miss it in your soul, you have missed it. You have missed it. You have missed it. Praying and fasting notwithstanding, you can't fast and pray alone to prosper. They can't lay hand on you and you prosper, and they can't lay leg on you and you prosper. Financial prosperity is responsibility in the light of scriptures. Responsibility in the light of scriptures, which begins with the prosperity of your soul. It begins with the prosperity of your soul. Why? Because as a man thinks, you can't be thinking like I don't know. Sometimes check your thoughts. If you check your thoughts, you'll be surprised at what you see around you. Your thought controls your life. Your thought controls your life. And you know one thing? Many people are just having a freelance life. Knowledge cannot fly into your thought. You have to intentionally cultivate it. You either cultivate it or you never have it for life. Praise the name of the Lord. Knowledge is now, hear this. I was married. I already have 2 kids. When God said go back to school, he didn't say I should go and meet my father in the faith so that he can lay hand on me. I will have knowledge. That was 19 years after I left secondary school. The Lord was asking me to go back, because knowledge does not jump on anybody. If you don't cultivate your mind, nothing tangible will change around you. You don't be struggling with every other person with koban 1 naira. What you think determines how you live. And they can't lay hand on you and change your thought. They can't anoint you and change your thought. You can't fast and your thought will change. Neither can you pray and your thought will change. How loud you pray does not change your thought. Changing your thought is a conscious effort. Now hear this. There are people we started together with. They don't do anything about changing their thoughts. So today, I don't know how they see, but it doesn't matter. We can't really parley. We can't. Discussion with them sometimes is endurance. Their line of thought I have to endure to stay. If you don't take conscious and intentional effort in the prosperity of your soul, nothing will change. Nothing will change. God is a God of miracle. Yes, God is a God of miracle. But your thoughts has an important place in whatever God does in your life. Praise the name of the Lord. Now hear this. Your soul connects your spirit